Good evening, everyone. This is Carolyn, and I have not made a video literally in months. And so I was making Christmas cards, and I just thought, I believe I'm going to make a video. Um, I just, I was making Christmas cards this year and trying to decide what my design was going to be. And I decided on this one. I was working on another one that was really cute. Had a little penguin ice skating, and I loved it, but it wasn't the story I wanted to tell this year. This year, I wanted to bring us back to the real meaning of Christmas. And so that's what I did this year. So let me kind of walk you through the prep work I did before making my cards. I write a poem every year, and I'm going to read that to you in just a minute, but I write a poem every year. And this year, I wrote my poem. I meant to save, this was on a full sheet and had two poems. Um, but I've already cut them all in half. And so then, of course, I'll fold it, and that poem will be on the inside of my card. You could put a sentiment, you can leave it blank and just sign it, whatever you want to do. But I've been writing a poem now for close to 30 years, I guess, and putting it in my Christmas cards. So that's what I did with the inside of my card this year. The outside, I used some die cuts. The greenery, these sprigs, evergreen sprigs, came from this die cut set, and I don't really ever keep. I just cut the picture out and put it in a plastic bag with all the pieces, so I can't tell you whose it was. I know I bought it, I think at Hobby Lobby, but they carry all different brands, so I don't really know what. It's the one that has these Christmas ornaments, and I just used the greenery sprigs from that die cut. And then this one is called Peace on Earth. That's what that die cut looks like. This one is called Peace on Earth. I think I also got it at Hobby Lobby. That's where I get most everything, unless I ordered online. And I'm just using the stable from it. And then I used a star. There is a pretty star in this one, but I used a different star. And then I actually cut the little star that was attached to the top of the stable off because I didn't want to use it. So let's get started. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Christmas. And let's just get started on our card making. The first thing I'm going to do is just fold my card. It is an A2 size. It's just half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So just a plain A2. And then I'm going to, I have a little stamp that I put on my cards that just says, Cards Handmade by Carolyn Weston. You can purchase these. They'll make them for you at Staples, Office Depot, places like that, and they're very inexpensive, and I've really enjoyed having my little stamp to be able to put on the back of my cards that just tells whoever received them that I handmade that card especially for them. And then on the inside, just to keep that poem from just being totally barren there, I'm going to use a little bit of gold. It's just almost a shadowy gold, and I'm going to put 2 or 3 stars just around, just to keep it from being blank other than the poem. And that's it for the inside. The poem and those stars, I think, are going to be it on the inside. We'll just set that right over there for now while we construct this part of our card. The first thing I need to do is glue this on. If you're using glitter paper, which this, as you can see, is a very heavily glittered gold glitter paper, you've got to use a liquid adhesive. Tape runners just won't hold. They'll just fall off. So you need quite a bit of liquid adhesive to hold something onto a glitter paper. And this is just a little sentiment. I'll show you how I printed it in just a minute, that says True Story. So let's put that on there. Straighten it just a little. You know, I'm notorious for not having things straight. And we're just going to set that there and let it hold it down for just a minute. And then we're going to put our stable on here. And I don't know, this has just been an awesome Christmas season but it's different. I have 6 little grandsons, and the oldest one is 8, and then 2 7-year-olds and 3 5-year-olds, and we all live right here, just literally within just a few miles of each other out in the country. And so we have really made an extra effort this year to teach our grandsons the true meaning of Christmas, as far as literally the story of Jesus, and that God loved us so much that he sent his son. And we've really, really stressed that part of Christmas. And then we've really stressed the giving to others. We adopted a little family that the boys, we let them do some shopping for them, and we've taken them some things, and they're going to take some of their money and do some things. So we've really tried to teach them that part of the true meaning of Christmas too. I'm just putting these sprigs on here, and I'm letting them extend out past the edge of this mat just a little bit. I want that look like it just goes on beyond it just a little bit. So there we have just the 2 sprigs in the stable. But we really tried to stress that with the boys this year, to help them understand. And there are so many people in need this year that it's certainly not hard to find a family to help and to kind of adopt. I'm going to put that right up there, but I want to put it on the card itself first. So, like I said, the little sentiment on the front is called A True Story, because that was the story that I wanted to tell this year. Like I said, I had another little card that was really cute that I designed, and I was trying to decide between the two, because I make about 90 to 100 cards, and I was trying to decide, and I thought, no, this is the story that I really want to tell this year, not anything else. This is the story I want to tell. And so let me just stop. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I do some kind of a devotional, and that everything is around a Christian theme. And so I want to read the poem that I wrote this year for my Christmas card. It's called A True Story. 'Twas the night before Christmas, but no one knew, for the Christ child was not born yet, and only expected by a few. There was no house or stockings hung with care, just a man, a woman, and a donkey to carry them there. Their shelter would be a crude and simple stable. The wise men studied the prophecy. This was not a fable. Not nestled all snug in a bed, Messiah was laid in a manger of hay instead. No jolly round elf to bring gifts and cheer. Instead, angels rang from heaven loud and clear. The night sky did not gleam from a reindeer with a shiny nose, but from an unmistakable star in the east that arose. No reindeer darting across the rooftops while it was snowing, just mother and baby at rest beside sheep and cattle lowing. Little boys usually get a train, a truck, or something. The gifts that night were fit for a king. These 2 stories are both told every year. Both stories many hold dear, but only one has lasting joy and glory, because only one is a true story. So my prayer, and I hope that this year you're telling the true story of Christmas, and that you don't just get caught up in the manufactured story of Christmas, in the not being able to use the term Merry Christmas and having to say Happy Holidays. I'm not going there. I'm going to say Merry Christmas, and So the title of my card is A True Story. And I hope that is your witness this year at Christmas time. Well, I'd like to pick that star up. And then we're going to finish it off with the star right up here. Very simple. The most time-consuming part, of course, was all the die cutting, but just very simple, but told the story of Christmas. So hopefully I'll have some more videos up and kind of get back in the swing of it. Oh, I didn't trim this down. We'll have to trim these down, of course, so that they'll fit in the envelope. But this was the story that I wanted to tell this Christmas. So I hope you have a wonderfully blessed Christmas, and I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.